What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jason X4 here, and today it is finally time to talk about Rate the Waifu of Kakegurui. And this is the last day I'll be a teenager. I'm dying quick. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So the first person I want to bring up is Itsuki, which I have to be completely honest, Itsuki is like a 6. Now, I ain't gonna say now it's not because I hate her or anything like that, it's just that there's not really much to Itsuki that I care for. Like, yeah, she had a good moment in the show. She was very interesting at the beginning. Had another good moment when she fought against Kaede to real seal the deal of that bet. And you know, she's a good looking character. Honestly, I like her design, but I do think she didn't really add much to the story. All she had was a little side plot, and that's pretty much it. Like, the only thing her goal was just to be back in the student council, which that's fine, but can you have more of a reason of a plot though? Like that's my only thing with Itsuki. Like, her in that weird ass nail collection, that's about it. That's the only thing I just kind of like, oh, that's why I remember her ripping off her nails and having that nail collection. I like Itsuki. I think she's really cute. And I think she's intense as freak though, but I do think there could have been a little bit more for her character, but I just don't think there was any like real deal appeal for me personally. So Itsuki will be a 6 out of 10. Yumeko Jabami, which I have to be honest, I have to be clearly honest, Yumeko is like a 7. I have to be clear. Now, I know that's gonna be like, what? She's a 7? How? She's like a 9 out of 10. You mean she ain't fine? Like, no, Yumeko is completely fine. Like, I'm pretty sure any boy would like to have her riding. But I'm just saying, like, she kind of naive at times, but also crazy. And I don't mind my crazy, so that's not really a point. But she is so, like, into gambling to the point that she will just fall into any type of trap, find a way up out of it eventually, but still falls into that trap, even if it could risk your friend literally getting murdered, as we kind of saw with that whole bet with Midari. So it's kind of, Yumeko kind of puts me in a weird place. Like, I like Yumeko, I think she's cool, but there's also times where I'm just like, Yumeko, you kind of suck. I mean, I know she's not a good character, but I know she's not like an all the way bad type of person character either. Like, and I think what really knocked down a few points for me is that anytime you don't take a gamble seriously, or like you try to back out of it or something, she just instantly hates you. Like, you know, there's more to life than gambling, right? I know that's how you live in school, right? But like, once you graduate from this school, what you gonna do then? Like, you can't just keep gambling, right? Like, I mean, most likely you'll just win every single thing, but still, it's just like, come on. Like, you realize there's other emotions than the thrill of gambling, right? So it kind of just make, I don't want to say that she's like a one-dimensional character, but it just make her feel like that sometimes, you know? Like, I know there's more to her character. I know she actually cares for some of the people that's around her, but like, sometimes it just feels like that part of her character isn't there, especially in season 2. So with that being said, Yumeko is a 7. Realistically, if I would be realistically, if it wasn't for her sex appeal, if I was being realistically, she would be a 5 out of 10. I'm kind of neutral. But to be honest, that sex appeal, the whole cat thing, I'll bump it up. It's a 7. And next we have is Yamemi Yamebite, which I have to be honest, I think I like Yamemi a lot more. 8 out of 10. So the reason why I say this is because she's kind of realistic. Like, if you take her character and think about people in our world and think about how they are in this world, you probably could find someone just like Yamemi. Like, let's be completely honest, there has to be at least one person that's an actor or an actress who hates their audience but like where they at because, you know, they want that money or the fame and everything that goes with it, but they hate their fans. Like, there's probably even a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer or whoever you got, or VTuber or whatever, that just hates their audience or maybe dislike them in whatever way, and then but they still want to keep doing it just because they want to get to another step in their career or whatever that they're trying to do, you know? So that's like a real, I feel like that's like a real thing that could actually happen with a person, and Yamemi is not that far off from any of any of the type of top maybe egotistical people that we may know. I don't know anybody particularly that is like that. I haven't seen anybody like that, but it's kind of crazy. And the crazy thing is, when she got her secret spout out and when the people heard it, they still supported her. I feel like that could be real too, because honestly, how many times have people gotten in trouble on the internet that's like famously and big, super famous and huge, yet they still have the same audience gravitate back towards them? That's kind of the same thing with Yamemi. And I think you can name a few people off the top of your heads that is like that. So, you know, that's pretty much proving that Yamemi is kind of realistic. And even when she wanted to give up on the gamble, that also feels quite realistic, because she just didn't really care about it at all. Even though Yumiko was just holding her down to it, just like, if you don't gamble, you a hoe. I don't care. I don't care. I don't want this gambling crap anymore. Like that makes a lot of realistic sense. Like, honestly, if I was in a gamble with Yumiko, I'm gonna be like, yo, honestly, I don't care if I win or lose. Like, this is your problem. You deal with it. So that's personally for me. So with Yamemi, I kind of want to give her an 8 out of 10. Plus, she's super cute, even though she gets really ugly at times. But still, she's cute. You know, idol girl, whatever. That's pretty much common nowadays. So yeah, Yamemi, I'll give an 8 out of 10. Runa. And Runa kind of annoying, I ain't gonna lie. But 7 out of 10. And for that reason is because while she may have her slick ass way of doing things, it's not particularly like ruining the story, or her presence isn't ruining the story like in season 1 or 2. Like season 1, obviously she gonna be with the president, obviously she gonna be an asshole character. Season 2, she was involved in a lot of the stuff, especially in the gambling processes, but still wasn't an asshole character. Kind of was there just to be there for the sake of plot to move smoothly like that. So that's fine. I didn't really hate Runa, but I don't overly like her. She's like that one annoying lolly girl that you just see in anime, you know? Like, for a while, for me, it used to be Shiranui from Madoka Box. But ever since I read the manga way back when I was in high school, I've come to like Shiranui a little bit more. So, you know, and her constantly eating a buffet food and all that type of stuff. So I kind of come to terms with my girl Shiranui. Also, watch Madoka Box. Point is, with Runa, I don't really mind. A lot of her people in her group that she, is with her club, I don't really mind either. Especially the one with the greater good game, just because she's like, the greater good game. Let's see if society will stand together and fight against evil, or crumble like the peasants that they are, succumbing to their own despair. Like, I kind of low-key like her. I think she's kind of cool. So, honestly, Runa, I had to give about a 7 out of 10. I don't overly like Runa, but I don't overly hate Runa either. So, you know what? 7 out of 10. Midori. Y'all obviously knew this was coming. You should have known this coming. You see who channel this is? You should know this is coming. So, with Midori, with her, obviously, the biggest thing, she's crazy. She got a revolver. She's about to shoot someone. Or she shoots herself, which is the craziest part about it, and something that I just kind of don't like about Midori. She's just always wanting to die. Like, it's always like it's always the Russian roulette game with her. She goes to the bathroom possibly every school day just to get off that game, which is crazy. Like, if you play Russian roulette in the safe version, like, oh, I'll crack an egg over your head, that's fine, no one cares. But when it comes to you actually having a loaded gun, potentially trying to off yourself, that is an issue. That is something crazy that you just don't do. And honestly, it really just be like, dang, is she just the S word? Is she just that way? Like, dang, bro, that's kind of sad. And when she was doing Yumiko, she was really just trying to, get her thing off, try to exit this world as quick as she can. But thankfully, Yumiko had a brain for like 2 seconds. The only time where she really used her brain, that isn't for gambling. She was basically just being like, you don't respect gambling at all. You just want to die. That's pretty much all you want to do. And for that, I do not respect you or anything that you will do in the future, because you are not a gambler. And I was like, that's pretty spot on. Also, I really love that speech that Yumiko gave to Midori anyway, which was excellent. And for Midori, I think she's cute. Like, she is kind of cute. Like, I used to not like characters with piercings or people that have piercings. I don't like to not like that I don't like them, but I just don't like, but I just couldn't see myself dating someone with piercings. Honestly, it just feel a bit weird to me. But ever since I've seen Ibuki, and I kind of just deal with her and Nangan, so you know what, I don't really mind it as much as I used to anymore. Still probably wouldn't date anybody with piercings, that's just me, but still, that's my preference. But anyway, when it comes to Midori and her compulsive craziness of just wanting to play Russian roulette, it's a bit too much. And honestly, it makes me just be kind of sad, because I know people actually have these type of bad thoughts to do stuff to themselves and be really depressed about it. And you know, it really sucks that people have to go through with that and actually, you know, have to deal with these type of feelings. Which, if you are feeling that way, if you're feeling really bad about yourself, then seek some help. Don't go out and try to be doing something that you know you're not supposed to. Honestly, if I personally know you, and I know my real life friends would do this to me too, if this would have happened, but if I knew you and I knew personally where you were, and you are acting like this, and you had these type of thoughts, and you're about to do something crazy, especially, or something in Midori's situation, I'm going to find you. I'm going to break your hands just so you don't do it, because I know that there's more to life than what you're going through right now. That's personally how I feel. And I'm pretty sure my friends would break my hands and to make sure that something wouldn't happen either. And you know what? I would agree with them. But don't take your life. It's not worth it. You know, there's more to see what you can do. Like, we don't need, especially if you're someone that people really care about, we don't need another Etika, alright? We don't need that. We don't need another Etika situation, alright? So that's what I'm saying. So if you're feeling bad, make sure you take good care of yourself. That's because you come first before anybody else. That's how I feel about it, and that's how it should be always. So with that in mind, Midori, I would have to say a 7 out of 10. I like her crazy ass. I like it. And trust me, when she offered to get smashed from a Russian roulette game, your boy would have took the shot. So you know what? So Midori is a 7 out of 10, and I would get some crazy coup. That's about it. And honorable mentions would have to go to Mira from the second season, because I know everybody liked Mira. And I would have to give her like a 6 out of 10, honestly. She didn't really do much for me, even though she looks good. And I would have to also put the president's sister in on this too, which I would probably have to give, sadly, a 6 out of 10, because we didn't see her do anything. Like, if you gave her some things to do in the anime or whatever, or let us see her gamble, that would be great too. And do I want to do Mary like this? Put her in honorable mention? Yeah, I guess. I'm running out of time. So Mary, I like Mary, so I'm gonna give her Mary an 8 out of 10, because the Mary, actually, I like some of the times when she's like blushing, whatever. It's just like, don't do that, baka. Like, yeah, you know you're a tsundere, girl. Come on over. You crazy at times, but come on over. You know you like what you see. You know, like Mary Satome is pretty good. I had to admit it, especially if you disrespect her, she disrespects you, and not only you, but your entire family and generations on the way down. That's how Mary goes. And honestly, you know what? Mary's kind of cute, so you know, she's pretty good. And lastly, Terano, 9 out of 10. Look, I know she can look angry, I know, but like, Terano is kind of cute. I ain't gonna lie, Terano is kind of cute, and she seems pretty strong-willed, so I like to see more of Terano. Honestly, Terano, I just like Terano, I really do. I mean, and hey, she can get it too. Like, on this channel, we don't discriminate any type of anime woman ever, or any real woman ever. We don't discriminate. You in a wheelchair, you still getting fucked. So yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about Terano. Terano's cute. I wish she had the whole cat ear thing like they did in the OVA. So, you know, Terra, no. She's 9 out of 10. And lastly, and the most obvious pick, because I couldn't shut up about her in the previous Kakegurui video, which is Kirari Momobami. Yes, I said her name correctly for once. So yes, Kirari Momobami is just fine. And honestly, this is gonna sound wild, but I'm a wild person. 10 out of 10. I just love how she is. First of all, her aesthetic, the blue and the white, very good. Secondly, her craziness, she has the same craziness as Yumiko, but it's more reserved, more controlled than Yumiko is. And I just like how she's just like, oh, I can be crazy too, but I just prefer to show its subtlety. Like, you know, like she has it hidden, and I love that. And I really wish we had more screen time of her because she was really good. Like, I really like that she was the final villain of the first season. I really wish they kept that going for the second season, or let her play a big role in all of it. So, you know, it just Kirari just bae. She is. I mean, even though she has this cold ass demeanor about her, even though she does not dick around, she then get straight to the business. You know, she's not gonna play around with you. Like, she will end your life if she needs to. Kirari can still get it. Like, Kirari, I would honestly, she makes me want to say things that I usually don't say. You know, I'm not usually into getting stepped on by a lot of people in anime, but sometimes you just see people and you just be like, you know, I'll let it happen this one time. Kirari is that one time I'll let it happen. But I said I ain't gonna just let her step on me. Like, the whole thing with her and Midari when she talking about something, she wants to see the back of her eye. It low-key kind of turned your boy on, and I ain't gonna lie, it's still pretty great. It was pretty great, and that's why that whole scene was pretty memorable. Honestly, if Kirari was talking to me like that,
I'm so curious what kind of color it is, what kind of nerves are back there, and how do they connect, and what kind of smell and what kind of blood. I don't want to read it in some book. I want to see it myself.
Kirari, you can play with my eye socket all the time. Like, I don't usually say stuff like that, but Kirari makes me want to say stuff like that. Like, she could freaking, I don't know, break my hands. I don't know, girl. You can do whatever you want. That's how down bad I am for her. So, you know what? And I never be that down bad to any character like that. So, you know, it's serious. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Like, you would actually go that far for a crazy girl in the anime? Oh, yeah, Kirari is that one. So, definitely give Kirari a 10 out of 10. And also the freaking OVA where she wears the cat ears. I want to punk Kirari so bad. So, yeah, Kirari, 10 out of 10. And that is all for this video, so hopefully you did enjoy. And tomorrow will be a big day. I don't know how I feel. Honestly, I'm growing old and it's kind of scary. And I don't know what's going to happen that day. So, yeah. But anyway, that's all I'm going to talk about for this one. So hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification on your way out. Also, follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and if you'd like to donate to the channel, Cash App is available as well. And until then, this is your boy Jay, signing off. Have a blessed day.
Baby, say my name as if you got a fucking clue. Always caught up in the moment, not condoning what I do. I've been messing with my chemistry to find the better me. Putting thoughts up on the page in hopes that you could get to me. Been this way since legit, my brain couldn't quit. Running from my issues, roll the pain in a spliff. Fade away every hit. Nobody needed me, too afraid to commit.